Whoever told us that lie, it's time to move away from that. It's a big problem. Because if you are going to conduct your studies and your analysis about husbands who are abusing their own wives when they are pregnant, you go deep down, then you realize that they are absent emotionally. They are emotionless. They lack sensitivity. Big problem. I don't know how you're going to have a relationship with the Holy Spirit without being sensitive. The Holy Spirit communicates. His channel of communication is sensitivity. Sometimes you hear a voice. Sometimes you see a dream. But a lot of the times, it's simple promptings, tugging on your heart. Sometimes when you even hear that voice, the still silent voice, it's very, if you're not sensitive, you will not pick it up. So who is lying to men and making men believe that you don't have to be sensitive? Where is this lie coming from? And why has it taken over? So a lot of the men who are sensitive, you find them in a class of those who are pastors, prophets, teachers. Those are the class you find them in that place. The majority of them feel a man, and sometimes even in society, we told Bearman and all of these things. You are creating people with hardened hearts. So why are you complaining? When they are beating their 8 months, 9 months pregnant wife, why are you complaining? You created this monster. You created this beast. Because since childhood, you've programmed him that Bearman and all this nonsense. So he has hardened his heart. He cannot feel anything. He's not sensitive. He's blocked. How are you going to maintain a relationship with the Holy Spirit without being sensitive? Where is this lie coming from? And the husband that is not sensitive, how is he going to relate with his wife if he's not sensitive? You have to be sensitive. Because some of the things she's going through, she won't say it. But if you are sensitive, you'll be able to pick up. Being sensitive is very important. And if you really want a relationship with the Holy Spirit, you have to be sensitive. And that road God has reserved for you as a husband, the leader of that family, the head of that family, you have to be sensitive to pick up certain things that have not even happened already. The Holy Spirit speaks on that frequency, that bandwidth of sensitivity. He's able to prompt you about something that's about to happen before it happens. True sensitivity. Very important. But a lot of men think, I don't have to be sensitive, bear man soon, and all this nonsense they told you since childhood. So you have hardened your heart. Well, come on, I say a boy. Emotionless. Why I say robot? How are you going to pick up things? Women, I've said it. Women are designed to pick up things very quickly. That's their design. A man can also do it. It's not as if God did not give us that ability. We were designed for it. But are you going to open up? Are you going to get rid of these limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs. A lot of limiting beliefs. Your children say they are going to a certain excursion. They are going to a certain excursion. They are coming to you for money. If that excursion is going to bring problem, if you have come, you have allowed yourself, you've opened, and if you have understood what I'm trying to say, they come to you, Daddy. They said that they are going to an excursion at this place. They are coming to take money. That excursion they are going, if there's a problem ahead of that excursion, if you are sensitive, God will prompt you that don't give them the money, because when they go, so and so will happen. The channel and frequency, bandwidth of sensitivity is where the Holy Spirit speaks. I'm telling you. A lot of the major things the Holy Spirit says, a lot of them is on that frequency. Sometimes he speaks with a voice, sometimes he shows you a dream, sometimes he shows you a vision. But a lot of things, when somebody is lying to you, how are you going to pick up that, this person is lying to me? It's sensitivity. So it's very important. The men who are in this position of leadership, look, get rid of that thing they told you that Bema and Sun and all this nonsense. A man is not supposed to be does not have to be present emotionally. You have to be present emotionally. You have to be present. You have to be sensitive. Very important. Women are designed to be more sensitive, but a man too has the ability. I don't know how you're going to take or play your leadership role as a head of that family without that ability. It's there for everybody. But a lot of the class of men that are interested about the Holy Spirit, you realize it's only the pastor, prophet, teacher, evangelist, apostle. Majority of men feel they don't have to be sensitive. They are absent emotionally. You're absent emotionally. Big problem. The enemy is using these things to destroy the family unit. I keep talking about the family unit. It's so important. Why are you here? Why are you here? You are here because of that family unit you are supposed to build, strengthen. You are here because of that family unit. Build it properly, on good grounds, on good foundation. The family unit. That is why you're here. Build it well, build it strongly, raise a child in the way they are supposed to grow, so that God can use them to also accomplish other missions in the future. But it's not happening. Another important thing about the Holy Spirit, anybody that is unbalanced, you have to be balanced emotionally. 1, you have to be sensitive. 2, and on this channel I've spoken about a balance between your masculine and feminine energies. Every human being has a masculine and a feminine energy. Every human being is a plus and dash. You see it on the circuit. Every battery has a more positive side and a negative side. Every battery has a masculine side and a feminine side. In a human being, there's a part that your masculine side controls, and there's a part that your feminine side also controls. The ideal is for everybody to be balanced in both their masculine and feminine energies. Anybody whose masculine and feminine energy is out of sync, one of the ways, I'm telling you, one of the ways you can get them in sync is by coming to a relationship with the Holy Spirit, because that's one of the first things He does. He will center you. So if you are somebody who was emotionless, you are not sensitive, the very moment you come into a relationship with the Holy Spirit, He centers those things. I'm telling you, the Holy Spirit balances you emotionally. If you are a hot-headed person, when you come into contact with the Holy Spirit, you realize that this thing, if it was those days, the way what I would do here, but now the same thing I would have burst out in the past. Now it's okay, it's calm, I can let it go, I can forgive and all that. The Holy Spirit will balance you emotionally. It will center your masculine and feminine energies. Very important. Very important. Sometimes you come across women who are emotionless. You come across women who are not sensitive. It's very difficult to deal with a woman who is emotionless or sensitive. Or not sensitive. It's very difficult to deal with that kind of woman. And all of this, when we come into a personal relationship with the Holy Spirit, one of the first things the Holy Spirit does is He centers those energies. He gives you emotional balance. He centers your masculine and feminine energies. Very important to the human life. To be able to use your feminine side, even as a man, is what controls your creativity. Creative. A lot of those things, your creativity, your intuition, ability to download information, pick up information, it's all on your feminine side. It's all in your feminine energy. So if you have been lied to, so you are